Ladies and gentlemen, today is April 8th, 2023, and the time, as of right now, is 12:53. And today, you're going to be talking about time. So let's get this started. Alright guys, so we are at the park that I wanted to go to today, and today's topic is going to be a bit more serious. That's what I plan on doing with a lot of these vlogs that I want to do. A lot of them I want them to be about like serious like when I say serious, I don't mean like in a depressing manner, but serious in the sense of like I don't want them to just simply be goofy or lighthearted stuff. I might talk about that stuff here and there, but for the majority of these vlogs, guys, I want them to be of topics that are of actual value to you guys, and things that can actually be applicable to all of you. So let's go outside right now. So, time, it's kind of weird how I'm going to talk about time, guys. I actually wrote down a list, well, not necessarily a list, but like an outline. I swear to God, if this dog doesn't shut the f*** up right now. Alright, well, now that that dog is finally out of my sights, now that I don't have to worry about the dog barking at me, that way it no longer bothers you guys anymore. Time, guys. I wanted to talk about it. When it came to this vlog, guys, like, I'm actually taking this super seriously because, like, I didn't just wake up today and, like, randomly, like, started thinking about things that I wanted to talk about, and I'm just gonna start mumbling all over the place. Like, no, I actually wrote down a list that I wanted to talk to you all about when it came to this topic. Alright, so with time, guys, I want to separate it into 3 different categories. Alright, I'm going to be talking to you all about the horror of time, basically in the sense of like how fast time flies. I'm going to be talking to you all about the importance of time, and I mean that already says it all itself, how important time is. And the third one, I'm going to be talking about using time wisely. So let's talk about it right now, guys. I'm going to be talking about it specifically in that order. Guys, I'm not going to lie. This year, 2023, has been the fastest year of my life. I can't believe that it's already now April. We're literally 1/3 of the way done with this year already. And it's just so unreal to me because it genuinely doesn't feel like 4 months have passed. Like, I still feel like I should still be in February right now. And I've actually searched up, because you see, here's the thing. When it comes to something like this about like how fast time flies, like I know I'm not the only one who can relate to that. I know a lot of you guys feel the same way. And I'm not gonna lie, dude. It started to really bother me a lot within this year. It was bothering me a little bit too within last year, but it really started to bother me within this year because it's genuinely the fastest year that I've ever lived through my entire life. I even went as far as to like actually search online on Google. I even tried to Google it, and I was like, why does time feel like it's moving by so fast? And like people try to come up with like all types of theories. They can't even prove it. They just come up with theories on like why time moves by so fast. One of the things that they try to say is that, oh, because since you get older, there's a lot of memories that you have, and with those memories, I don't know, it's so weird, like what they say. It's just a bunch of weird stuff that they say, and they've never actually gotten to really prove it. And no one's ever really been able to like pinpoint down like why time moves by so fast. I never really agreed with anything that they said. It just feels like nobody even really knows like what it is that like makes us feel like time moves by so fast. One of the things actually that made me think that was because as you get older, like, you know, there's a lot more things that you have to do within your life, and like, you know, as a kid you don't really have anything to do apart from like school, but that's nothing compared to being an adult. And me being 20 years old, I can definitely attest to that. Time does move fast. Like, dude, when I was driving in my car today, I was listening to Mirrors by Justin Timberlake, And I couldn't believe that it's already been 10 years since it's passed. Like, man, it's... That song really released in 2013. And not just that song, but that entire album. And I was just thinking about the first time that I listened to that in 2013. You see, here's the thing, guys. In 2013, I was a 6th grader. I was 11 years old. Some of you guys might have been babies. Some of you guys might not have even been born. But I'll never forget the first time that I actually listened to Mirrors. I was in my math class, and on that day, our math teacher was absent, so we had to get a substitute. And his name was Mr. Demir, and to this day, man, he's such a nice guy. He was easily one of the nicest teachers there, which is probably the reason why he went from being a substitute teacher to being an actual teacher at our class, or at our school, I mean. Because I had him also in 10th grade as my robotics teacher, and then in 11th grade as my computer science teacher. But in 6th grade, back then, he was still just only a substitute. And I remember he was having us do our classwork. Ooh, let me see, which way should I go, guys? Let me show you guys real quickly. There's this way right here. And there's this way right here as well. I think I'm gonna go this way. So we were doing our classwork, and he had the radio on. Like, he had the, or I don't think it was the radio. He just had like a personal playlist on his computer. And one of the songs that he played within that personal playlist on his computer was of Mirrors. And that was the first time that I ever listened to Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. And not just Mirrors, but like, that was basically like my gateway to knowing Justin Timberlake. That was the first time I ever listened to Justin Timberlake, period. Oh, I just realized there's really nowhere for me to go right here. Let me just go back. That was the first time that I listened, and it blows my mind that that was literally 10 years ago that that happened. The first time that I ever listened to Justin Timberlake. 10 years ago, that really happened. And it doesn't feel like 10 years. It literally feels like it was only 5 years ago. And that's scary to me, because it just goes to show how merciless time really is, guys. Time is merciless, and time is inflexible. Time will not care about how badly you want the time to go back. That shows how merciless it is. And time will not go any slower or any faster for you. That's how inflexible it is. Your perception of time might change, but the actual length of the time, each second will tick at the exact same length. And there's literally nothing you can do about it. But that's why I wanted to talk to you all about this next subtopic, about the importance of time. Time's very important, guys, because there's a limited amount of time, and we're able to make a certain amount of choices within the time that we have, and a limited amount of moments that we're able to make. It's important that we use that time wisely. It's important that we make wise choices with the time we're given, so that once our time is up, we look back at the moments that we created and we realize whether or not those choices that we made were regretful or if they were meaningful. When it comes to me, I'll admit there are certain times, certain times where I've done certain things where I look back and I'm like, yeah, I really shouldn't have wasted my time doing those types of things. And then times where I've looked back at other moments of times within my life and I thought to myself, like, yeah, I really did do something meaningful right there. Like, I'm glad that I actually did that. And here's the thing, I could apply it to all of you right now, right? Like, some of you guys, hell, even with this video right now, for any of you that are watching this video right now, it could be a complete waste of your time for you to be watching this video, because maybe you're not getting anything out of this video and I'm just wasting my time rambling. It might seem like I'm just rambling to some of you, or some of you, it might be meaningful for you to watch this video because it might give you a different perception than before you clicked play. But, you know, some of you, you might spend your time scrolling through TikTok or scrolling through Twitter, right? Being a whole keyboard warrior, right? Somebody says some type of opinion about your favorite anime, right? That's really gets on your nerves and you feel the need of having to change their mind about it, and so you write this whole long ass paragraph, not even a paragraph because Twitter doesn't let you, so you have to write a whole thread to that person, which is a complete waste of your time because it's not even like it's going to change their mind. But some of you might be spending hours every single day scrolling through TikTok or doing other things on social media, or you're hanging out with people where you don't really feel like you fit in with them. Like, you feel like you've got no business doing what you're doing with those people that you're hanging out with, and that you know deep down that there are other things that you could be doing with your time that could better fulfill yourself. The time that you spend on all those things, guys, That's time that you will never get back. And it's up to you to decide whether or not that time that you're using, scrolling through TikTok for several hours a day, it's up to you to decide whether or not that's actually meaningful. And it's up to you to decide whether or not that's actually something that you even want to do to begin with the time that you were given. Because like I said, you're going to be looking back at your life once it comes to an end. And when you're on your deathbed, you're going to be thinking about all the things you've done within your life. And I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not a mind reader or anything. I'm not a psychologist, but I don't feel like the first thing that's going to be on your mind when you're on your deathbed, when you're looking back at all the things you've done within your life, I don't think the first thing you're going to be thinking about is, man, all those times that I scrolled through TikTok, all those times that I was watching these random videos of people doing stupid things. I highly doubt that that's going to be one of the first things you guys are going to be looking back at once your time comes to an end. But that's the importance of time, guys. I don't want to sound like I'm always using my time wisely. Like, even for myself, I know that there are times where I could really be using my time better. Man, now that I think about it, like, it's been 3 years since I've been doing this now, guys. 3 years since I've been a YouTuber. Ever since January of 2020, I created this channel, and it's now April 2023. 3 years and a half, almost, since I've been doing YouTube, guys. We're now at 537 subscribers. I don't know, at the end of 2023, I don't know how much we're gonna be at, but I see now, guys, that I've been recording for almost 20 minutes now, so I want to kind of wrap this video up right now. So if there's any way that I can wrap this video up right now, guys, it'd be by me saying this: in life, we are given a limited amount of time, and with that limited amount of time, we are given a limited amount of choices. And with those limited amount of choices, we are given a limited amount of moments to make with the choices that we were given due to the time that we were given. Do not make foolish choices that waste the moments and the time that you were given. What time is it right now? It's 1:33, Saturday, April 8th, 2023. Time is terrifying because it's one of the things in life that you will truly never get back. So if it's something that you truly never get back, it is something that you definitely want to make the most out of. And I want to make the most out of the time that I'm given before my time is spent on this earth. Because eventually there will come a time where I will no longer be on this earth and I will be long gone and dead. So before that happens, I want to live a life that I can say that I was proud to live of. But this has been the TheHarpyEagle. I hope me talking about time kind of was an eye-opener. But that's going to be it for me for today's video then, ladies and gentlemen. So I will see you all soon in the next vlog or in the next video, depending on what I upload next. And until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves.